This is Shaun. He loves horror movies, but has never watched Demons until now. Now, the reason why I wanted Shaun to watch this film is because it is by far one of the most batshit crazy Italian horror movies that I have watched. You get a little bit of everything in this movie, and I wanted Shaun to be able to experience what a young 13-year-old Grayson experienced by himself one night when he saw it on Showtime. You get demons, you get motorcycles, you get helicopters, and you get a whole lot of gore effects all mixed up into one little Italian horror ball. And you get to have some fun with it.
So a young kid, I will say from the jump, if I had seen this as a kid, it would have been on rotation with Evil Dead 1 and 2 and Night of the Demons. And I'm trying to think of anything. It would have been
Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Creeps, Night of the Comet, all that kind of stuff.
It would have been on anything with like a rock and roll soundtrack. Return of the Living Dead Part 2 was a big favorite of mine.
Which was something that was going on in the 80s. There was a lot of horror movies that were relying upon their metal soundtrack they had, and you get that a lot in this film.
But from the jump, it is like, oh hell yeah! You get this nasty synth wave on the train, and just like Suspiria, this weird overdubbing where it's like it looks like they're speaking English, but they're not.
Yes.
But then
which is common in Italian horror. Like anytime I have you watch an Italian horror movie, that's something that you need to expect. On the track.
But we get our cast. We got Cheryl. And then later George, we get Hannah, and
good old George,
and then and so we're just off to the gates. Hey, there's a weird movie playing, and everybody's gonna go watch it at the cinema house. And Cheryl gets her friend to go, and everybody is so gorgeous in this. Like everybody is just so
they're early
hot.
20s. 80s hot, all of them.
Everybody.
Even Tony in his white suit and those sick sideburns.
Oh my god. Tony is out of control. But Cheryl is like perfect, demure, big-eyed, pouty lips, every girl that it's like, man, I can't wait to see her get her sleeves ripped off and her be dirty by the end of this.
She's the hero that you're expecting by the end, the final girl.
Yeah. But you know, we get a rock and roll soundtrack. The credits roll, and it's like, hey, Iron Maiden's gonna be on here.
Billy Idol.
Yeah, Billy Idol's gonna be on here, and it's like, okay, this is just 100% rocker horror sleaze.
It is. Oh yeah, it is.
And then we get this really interesting premise that I haven't really seen before, but the movie is like autobiographical as to what's happening in the theater. They're watching some treasure hunters who are also very hot look for some demon relics. They find them, and then like as people start dying in the movie, the demon spirit is also infiltrating this theater. And one of my favorite parts is there's a lobby, there's two hallway entrances, and then there's the main area of the cinema. And those are the only sets that we really have here outside of some car interiors and the subway station. And the way this place is lit and fogged out of its fucking mind is admirable. And it's very fun to look at, despite there only being a few locations here. That lobby with its glowing floor and its motorbike, like,
it's so cool. All the posters on the wall.
Yeah, every chrome has like a shimmer coming off of it, and the
mask looks really good too. When you first see the demon mask hanging off of the motorcycle, it is just so shiny. Like you cannot help but just stare at it.
Yep, and that's when we get our initial cut off of one of Tony's hoes. Tony's a pimp, right? Tony is a pimp. These are his hoes.
I'm pretty sure. Like
he
they don't really say it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Tony says it's his friend, but like this is Tony. He's a pimp, and these are his hoes.
Come on,
like,
yeah. Like I think we all get the gist of what's going on.
We get a couple other side characters that don't amount to too much other than reasons to die, but we get We
Yeah.
get the Gambit run on. We get eye gouging and scalping and fingernail growing, which is like highly watchable to me. That's not the kind of fingernails that freaks me out.
Mhm.
But the teeth.
I didn't think it would get to you
Yeah.
because it's growing, it's not pulling. So
My favorite gag was the fangs coming out of the first
oh yeah.
demon. There's an awesome practical effect where her teeth are pushed out by her fangs, and so they just pop right out of her gums, and then longer ones grow in their place.
It also like shoots blood out while it's happening. It's a really cool effect. Like for being made in 85, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and this is just with the soundtrack going, like it's all really, really solid. Until Grayson, we get these coke addicts driving around in a car.
Dude,
About
I've been
50
waiting to talk to you about this.
About 50 minutes into the movie, because right now I'm like, man, this is pretty good stuff. And then we get a separate cast of characters that has nothing to do with anything that's going on.
Yep.
And we get a girl that looks like she's about 10 years old, getting stoned and razor blade nipple touched and
snorting coke out of a Coke can.
the driver's snorting coke, passenger snorting
Everybody is. Everybody's snorting coke in this car. So I did want to talk to you about this because when I did watch this, I had gotten up to get like a drink or something while it was on. And when I came back, it was at the scene where the cokeheads were driving around. And I thought somebody changed the channel. Because it's so out of nowhere. You go from this demon transformation and then barricading all the doors. And then there's these people rocking out to this music, driving around, snorting coke, just out of nowhere.
These people are out of control. Like I cannot. And so,
there is no. The director went, "Hey, go wild."
Yeah,
and that's it.
And I legit was like, "Oh man." Like these kids are gonna get there, find out there's demons, and they're gonna save the day. They're gonna bust out the baseball bats, trash can.
You thought that was gonna be the crew that helped them?
Yeah, I thought I was like, cool, a bunch of cokeheads. I legit was like, cool, a bunch of cokeheads are gonna get in there, realize they're seeing demons, they're gonna go crazy and kill everybody.
That's what I'm talking about.
There was some scenes earlier where like our human characters are like scratching and clawing their way out of the things, and it turns out that it's bricked up from the inside.
Which is a cool little touch.
It was cool. Yeah. It's like the building was changing like a labyrinth or something. And so I was like, cool, these crackheads are going to fucking go crazy. Barge through the walls. They're going to save the day.
Crash through it.
So we spent about 5 to 10 minutes of screen time developing these characters in 2 separate scenes. And the amounts of nothing. Like they done nothing.
Yeah. They show up and fuck everything up is all they do.
Yeah, they get turned into more demons that we see throughout. And I think it's just like, it's basically a montage. I mean, Tony gets demonized, but then there's also these really cool scenes where he's getting hanged. Blind man gets his eyes gouged out, which is also messed up.
I want to talk about the blind man in this movie.
Yeah.
And how shitty everybody in this theater is. So this blind man goes and sees this movie with his daughter, and his daughter leaves him by himself in the theater in a row all by himself with nobody else in front of him or behind
to go have sex with some 57-year-old guy.
Yeah, just a random dude. And while that's happened, of course they die. Then a demon shows up and tears this guy's eyes out, and you're like, man, this really sucks. This guy is just, he's getting it from all angles here. And then they just barricade all the stuff above him. They just build on top of this guy because he's stuck underneath the barricade. So they just build it up around him, and he's still alive because he's crawling underneath this.
Yeah.
But they just build around him. They're like, oh, well, he got his eyes taken out. It's over for this guy. I'm still alive. It doesn't matter. Shut up. Shut up.
They're barricading, and they're just like, they came together as a theater. They came together as a group to build a barricade over a blind man who's had his eyes got. It was like, I like the idea that it's like, if he's blind, it's okay to not, you don't want to build a barricade on him. If he's blind and he's got his eyes gouged out, now it's okay.
No rules. No rules. And then like he starts like pushing it to like get people's attention, and they're like, Oh no, those are the demons. It stopped now. It's okay. Don't worry about it. No, he needs help.
Help.
Nope. Nope. They gave him some help.
Those-
They built him a freaking grave.
Yeah.
They gave him help, I
One
guess.
thing's for sure, demons ain't getting to him again. Like,
No.
the demons are going to look at him and be like, so much shit on top of that guy.
Well, I mean, he does. He's the one that ends up being. He's the one that sneaks outside when the cokeheads come into the freaking theater.
Yeah. Just like
Which is also really funny because he sneaks outside. So he found his way from that barricade all the way down to the little secret door to get outside to go after the cops.
Yeah, and then he gets fucking, and then like, God, what? One of the demons gets his head smashed in with a vent cover. I thought that was pretty sick.
No, that's Hannah, Cheryl's our friend, because Ken ends up just fucking teeing off on her.
But I think like the legacy of this film for me will be the crucial and painstaking attempt to build up each character on their own merit and then just immediately kill them or turn them into a demon.
Yep.
And I think that's why Ken is or George is so special. George is
with his blue freaking muscle tee underneath his button up.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So we get Ken, who's as cool as it gets, right? And then he gets way cooler because not only does he think Cheryl's fine, this man will go to bat for this girl anytime, any place.
Yeah, George ain't no joke.
Yeah. He puts a katana on a motorcycle and drives around a movie theater and cuts people up.
Oh my God.
Oh
my God.
And
it's so sick with metal playing, by the way.
Yes. And it's nasty. It is so sick. He's just lopping arms off and
he's driving up on the seats and everything, going upstairs, going downstairs. Oh my God.
But eventually he and Cheryl make their way up onto the roof to fight. I'm going to need some explanation. I must not have been paying a good enough attention, but this cyborg man who is handing out the theater tickets or the theater flyers and stuff, who is this guy? Is he like...
I think so. I'm pretty sure it's the guy in the movie who gets turned into the demon.
Okay.
I think that's what I've always thought. And I'll be honest, I've never really wanted to look it up because my 13-year-old self would be so disappointed if I found out it wasn't.
Okay, so I'm not going to look at the plot because I don't want to know either. We'll just make it up in our heads.
Because it's so fun for me to think, yeah, this guy was in that movie and now he's outside dragging everybody in to create a whole army of demons to take over the world. Yeah, he's got a cyborg face now and we don't know why, but hey, that's cool. Or maybe it was because of like the cut from the mask.
Yeah.
But Shaun, how is there a hole in the ceiling of the movie theater?
A chopper comes down. I don't know what
you bet your ass it does.
I don't know what the helicopter's doing on the roof because is it like a rescue chopper? Because
it crashed.
Yeah.
It's supposed to have crashed into it.
And I'm assuming it's just because that's like hell on earth is happening outside of the theater as well. But yeah, helicopter crashes. I was very confused because they didn't do a lot of coverage of this shot, which is weird. You only get like maybe 3 or 4 seconds of the chopper actually falling, but they do drop a real helicopter into this room.
Yeah, it's sick.
It's a really weird thing to happen in a movie and not give it like real estate on the actual reel. And I was like, you crashed a helicopter through a roof, but you only gave it like 2 or 3 seconds of screen time. That is crazy.
That's all you need. I mean, I still remember it. Like to this day, I remember that. Like I remember watching it and going, "No freaking way."
Yeah, I mean it is epic, but not as epic as Cheryl and and Ken on the roof versus Cyborg Man.
George,
George. Excuse me. Because they fight and there's rebar sticking out of the ground, right?
Mm-hmm.
They try to force Cyborg Man's eyes onto the rebar. It doesn't work. So they grab a shovel and then wedge it. It is so extra. Like, this is such slutty, indulgent gore filmmaking.
You had to do it, though.
Yeah.
Like, he got a cyborg face. Like, it's made of metal. You got to give some extra oomph to get through that bad boy.
Instead of just pushing harder, somehow they like grab that shovel and then they use the shovel as a wedge fulcrum to lemon squeeze his head down onto the
Trying to get some business done.
I just pictured a grandma making lemonade with that handheld like garlic press, you know,
Yeah.
or that lemon press,
Yeah.
and just squishing it, and it just goes.
George just gives that little
and then the
flexes on
movie,
him.
and then the movie's just fucking crazy. George is like so excited about this, but he and Cheryl need to get the hell out. So they find this dad with a Jeep Wrangler who's got the hottest daughter on the face of the earth, and a young kid with a gun.
With a freaking shotgun.
Yeah. And what's really funny is I'm like, man, that girl's so much hotter than Cheryl. And George thinks so too. As Cheryl turns into a zombie, he kills her. And then immediately I'm like, man, at least he's got that fine little blonde side piece driving off in the sunset. And then the movie's over.
Yeah. Well, the cool thing about the ending is Cheryl and George get into the car with all of them, and then credits start playing.
Yeah.
But it keeps the shot. And this was next level stuff to me as a kid, because I'd never seen a movie end like this before. Like, this was all brand new. When you see the credits, the film's done.
Yeah.
But no, you're seeing like the director and the cast, and it's still got a shot on Cheryl and George. And then Cheryl turns around and tries to attack George and gets shot by the kid.
Yeah.
And, this kid saves the day. Let's just be honest. All right. This kid, he's already racking a pretty high KD here. Let's be honest with it.
He's 2-0 in his 5 minutes of screen
no struggle. And still eating a sandwich while he's doing it too. I just want to point that out. This kid's packing a Sammy while he's killing demons. This kid's number one.
Not to mention, George and Cheryl are like, what's going on out here? The dad's like, fucking sucks out here, y'all. It floors it.
Time to go to the country.
Yeah, they took over. We're going to the country. It sucks out here. Oh,
yeah,
credits. Credits start rolling. It's so crazy, Grayson.
But the thing is like, after the movie's over, you can't help but go, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Despite how the world plays out, I have a feeling George and that family are going to be okay together. Like,
yeah, George, which is kind of bullshit, because George gets wounded by one of the demons. Like, a demon's finger goes into George's arm.
Uh-huh.
So by the movie standards there, George should be turned into a demon any minute now.
Italians don't follow the rules, Grayson. Everybody knows that.
Or they're just like, George is immune, or there's like a secret weapon in this guy's hand that we just didn't see because it went too fast. Whatever. But it's still like, hey,
yeah,
when are we going to talk about this? Like, George had to get clawed up while he's on the motorcycle.
Yeah, somebody's reaching out to him. But I don't know. Interesting we've never seen demons as a pandemic, really, not in contemporary times,
No, it was awesome though.
Yeah. But no, Demons is a spectacular time. Like all perfect movies, it's on Tubi. Tubi should pay us at this point.
Tubi got everything, dude. I want to get Tubi. Hey, come sponsor us. I will throw everybody your way. I love Tubi. Tubi is one of the greatest freaking programs out. You don't need a membership. You don't even have to give them an email address if you don't want to. You just download the app and get to work.
Tubi is genuinely free television. Like,
yeah, it's incredible.
Crazy.
Yeah, you got to watch commercials. Who cares? They have some of the best movies ever.
You're already looking at your
ad
phone
for Tubi out of nowhere.
You're already looking at your phone anyway. Look at your phone a little bit
might
more.
As well. Yeah, take a break. Look up the cast in the movie like we all do when we're watching movies at home. I do want to say a couple of things about Demons. If you are going to watch Demons, a couple of things you need to know. This movie was edited by a psycho.
Yeah. Yes.
The edits in this movie are fucking crazy. It'll have music's going, cuts, next scene, music kicks back on, stops halfway through, next scene. It's all over the place.
It's not like they don't like turn the music down for its transfers or for its transitions. It's just like, no, man.
Next, it stops. And I notice this now that I'm in my, late 30s compared to when I was 13. Like, there is a lot of stuff that is in this movie that I could understand if you're watching it for the first time at an older age, that you'd be like, what the hell is going on? But I think it kind of adds to it as well because of how crazy this film is. I don't know, but just be prepared for that whenever you watch this. You will see some of the craziest edits you've ever seen in your life in this movie.
Yeah. But yeah, go watch Demons on Tubi, and if you have seen Demons, I want to know how old you were when you saw this for the first time.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Leave a comment below, and go check out our latest I made my best friend watch, which is me watching Dream Warriors. Grace and I watched that, so we do have an upcoming episode that I'm excited about, which I give Grayson something to review. So make sure and like and subscribe for more horror content here on Carnage Candy, and you guys have a spectacular day. Goodbye.
Goodbye.